Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025. And now that 2024 is in our rearview mirror, we can talk about the year. So today is Crazy Town All Show. If you want to see the cringiest of moments from 2024, I think you've come to the right place. Now, I am not an expert in cringe. My expertise lays more in the crazy town arena, but I think I'm going to try. And you all have to let me know what I have left out. So let's do this. Here are what I have described as the top four cringe moments of 2024. Really, these are the crazy looks, right? This is authentic. These are authentic, not AI generated moments from our lives last year. And I'm not sure if you can get them all. They certainly weren't on my bingo card last year. So let's do this. Let's start on the left. I think if I play this video, you are going to recognize this very, shall I say, talented Olympian. Here we go. I'm going to play this. Let me open this up. These are the highlights. You may remember Raygun. Did you watch the Summer Olympics? This is classic. Here she is doing her, I don't know, breakdancing, hip hop performance. I guess they had just added this to the Olympics. This is classic. Look at her special moves. That is it. Let me freeze on that image for you. Here we go. Okay. Honest to God, guys, this was real. This is real. This is a real look. And yes, you watched. And I think what you may not know, though, which I think is worth knowing, and I'm going to remove this now and add this back to the stage. On our left, of course, is the Olympian of Raygun. And what you might not be aware of is the whole scandal behind Raygun, like who she was, how she got to the Olympics, and maybe how she kind of rigged the whole system, right? So we can laugh at her performance. But let's look at this. There was something said that she had rigged her way into the Olympics. And my feeling is when rumors go around, we need to make sure they're absolutely accurate. And for this fact checking, I right now am going to share Raygun on Snopes so you too can see that this was quite real. So let's look at this. This is, of course, our Snopes, and I will blow it up for you. Here is the one of the cringe moments right there. A very, shall we say, interesting look with Raygun. So this is the Australian breakdancer. And people said that she rigged her way into the Olympics, which might have been the only way that Raygun, who is off stage referred to as Rachel Gunn, ended up getting into the Olympic qualifiers and installing her husband as her coach. Look, boop, 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 boop. This was false. But what is the truth? Let's take a look at the truth here. So in August of 2024, there were rumors spreading about Rachel Gunn's qualifications and her breakdancing, which the Olympics called breaking. I'm reading this from Snopes, came under fire at the games as clips of her failed routine. I don't know. It wasn't failed. It brought us joy, but it was pretty cringe. Of her routine went viral on social media with numerous users creating memes and mocking her moves, right? Okay, moves. Okay, so then what do we know beyond that? Well, according to reports, she had scored 0 points in all her rounds leading up to the event. However, let's look at this. Let's blow this up. However, we have heard otherwise, according to Snopes. Just that cringy Raygun. really had advanced apparently fairly. People had claimed that she received no votes from, well, at the Olympics itself, she did not receive any votes in any of the rounds, but that didn't say anything about the qualifying events. Now, here is this photo. You can see where people were accusing them of being scammers. Okay, so the answer here is no. And the reality is there really is an Australian Breakdancing Association. And the way she was selected for the Olympics apparently was legit. There was some group called the World Dance Sport Federation, and they had an Oceania championship. And apparently she won. And in fact, the Oceania championship and Australia breakdancing condemned that she was bullied. They claimed that she was selected fairly, that she came out first among 15 women who competed in the event. Not only that, I think what made people cringe a little more is that Raygun kind of said she's not necessarily skilled at breaking, but apparently she has a PhD in dance, right? She has a PhD, let me say more clearly, not in dance, but in cultural studies. She got her PhD in 2017, and her thesis for her PhD from a university in Sydney, Australia was, and I quote, "Deterritorializing gender in Sydney's breakdancing scene, a B-girl's experience of B-boying." Okay, so, okay. As an academic myself, I get that people want to break out of academia and have a real professional experience. But let me just tell you, I was actually a lawyer before I began to opine on law. So let's just play it one more time so we can enjoy her. Yeah, this is kind of amazing. If you have actually seen breakdancing, which originated on the streets and mostly with Black men, and watching this white woman from Australia do this it's something. It is something. Okay, we have more. We have more crazy looks. Right, so I am going to blow this up again so you can see. Here are my favorite moves from Raygun. Okay, so that was not the only crazy look of 2024. And I think I said 2014. Sorry, 2024. Another look was Donald Trump wearing his orange vest when he drove his garbage truck as a kind of attention-seeking campaign event. And guess what, folks? Turns out shit like that works. But we laughed anyway because even if it gets him elected, it still is cringe, as is his whole presidency. I hope that when he leaves office, this is what he will be wearing, but instead of an orange vest, an orange jumpsuit. And yes, Scopes said it was authentic. I think you knew that. He also went to a campaign event and spoke on stage for a while wearing that vest. And yes, that is the real color of his skin that day. Who else do we have? Oh my God, you guys. Did you miss this look? Did you miss the Willie Wonka experience in Glasgow, Scotland, where somehow families and children bought tickets to what they thought was going to be an incredible reenactment of Willy Wonka's chocolate factory? And my God, this was the best thing about this whole thing. If you can look closely, this is supposed to be some kind of candy making situation, but it actually just looks like an extra who knew how to work in a meth lab, mixing stuff up. And there is yet another picture from there. This was the hallway when you went into the Willy Wonka experience. There's just like a big banner, not even of Willy Wonka, but it looks like a scene from the board game Candyland. I know that you need to see this video. Some people took video of this. It was something, but here's Our Lady. Let's watch this video a family took of going to the event.
Full of scary face.
Oh my God.
Scare the great unknown. Wonderful. I love your oh, fantastic.
What is that?
This was the Willie Wonka experience.
I'm not joking. I paid £40 a ticket for this. Smallest bouncy castle in the world, and I bet we have to pay for that food over there. These are like the photo bits there. What a waste of money.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She's serving the candy. Holy shit. It's actually listening to a mom with a Scottish accent bemoan the fact that she's spending money on that is priceless. And then, of course, our next cringe moment, and this is also real. This is a crazy look. And what's crazier is Donald Trump has nominated this man, Kash Patel, to become the head of the FBI. Now, this is a real photo that still exists on the Department of Defense website. This is the photo he approved to go up. Now, this may be his official photo that he had when he was the chief of staff to the Secretary of Defense. But any of us know, I think you know, that if a photo makes you look like you have crazy eyes like that, you can actually ask to have it retaken. But that is Kash Patel, and that is our last crazy look of the year. Now, I want to know, yes, we can laugh, people are saying, but, stuff is coming around the corner, and that is absolutely true. But here's what I'm going to say. I've been thinking a lot about celebrating the year and laughing about the fun, reminiscing about what was joyful, and accepting the really crappy stuff that happened last year. And I think one of the hardest things for me is some of the best memories I have of last year involve things I did around the Harris campaign. It was such a whirlwind of excitement from July through November. And I had so much hope. I really believed we were going to elect the first woman president of the United States. And I thought we could turn this ship around. She had such great ideas about funding affordable housing. She was going to do incredible work making Medicare more affordable for people who want to take care of their relatives at home. I just could first of all, she wasn't going to try to get rid of NATO. She was going to seek a resolution to the conflict in Palestine and Israel. I had so much, and also sign into law, if she had a supporting Congress, a guarantee for reproductive freedom in the United States. I could go on and on. And I think what's been really hard is after the election, all my Kamala t-shirts and buttons, I kind of tucked them into the drawer or put them in a cabinet because it was painful to look at them. And I remembered this morning as I was getting ready for the show, something that Gabriel Garcia Marquez, the author, wrote. And I don't know this in the original Spanish, but I will tell you he was a writer and a journalist from Colombia, and he died 10 years ago in Mexico City. And the thing about that he wrote that always stays with me in moments like this is as follows. No matter what, no one can take away the dances you've already had. No one, not even the election, not even memory fading. No one can take away the dances we've already had. So, what were our dances from last year? The joy, the hope, the laughter. I'm going to retain that. I am going to carry that forward, and I am going to hold it inside and express it, because what I am waiting for is a New Year's Eve when we can celebrate that Donald Trump and MAGA are gone. I don't know if it will be next New Year's, God willing. Anything can happen. Or if we are going to have to wait until 2029. But I'm going to live a good life, and I am going to fight back against the fascism in the meantime. And I look forward, the way I want to celebrate New Year's Eve when he is gone is like the people in Syria partied last night, now that Assad is gone. Okay? They got rid of their dictator. And Syria, you may know, is 8 hours ahead of us, time zone wise. But they are a lifetime ahead of us. Maybe, let's say 4 years, hopefully less. So this is how I want to party when Trump is gone. Let's do it. Right? I want this fucking DJ. Okay, that was a little bit cringy. Was I doing my Raygun? Sorry, guys. Anyway, that's what happened in Syria. We can have something similar. Now, crazy town. We don't really have a crazy town because this is all crazy. But before I go, I want to say, did you all, thank you, Darislav, did you all see last night lightning struck not just the Capitol building, but the Washington Monument? What? That was not the same as the Syrian New Year's. And I want to share that with you. And I think I can do it by pulling up my blue sky. It's kind of amazing. Okay, I'm going to do this. And let's see. I think I can do it. I think I got it. I'm going to share this with you. It struck... Let me just stop the sound for a second. Hold on, I'm listening to this. Okay, lightning actually struck both the Capitol building and the Washington Monument. Here we go. I'm going to share that screen. It's crazy. Here we go. So I'm going to see if I can blow this up. I think, yes, you can see this. And I'm going to get the sound going, you guys. This is crazy. Here we go. Let's watch this again. Whoa. Whoa. Did you see that? That was, watch. Oh my God. So that was it striking the Washington Monument last night. But I think you need to see lightning strike the Capitol as well. So I want you to see that because that is nuts as well. So that again was lightning striking the Washington Monument on New Year's Eve. And I feel like it was on around 5:36 p.m. Wait till you see this. Okay, this is going to be, I'm going to share this with you. Also, the Capitol. I mean, this is about, I know that they say that smoke comes out of the Vatican when they've selected a pope, but take a look at this. This is like, have they selected a Speaker of the House? And is this what we are going to see? Here we go, guys. It's crazy. Okay, let's do it. Look at this. Unbelievable. I'm just going to blow this up for you. Look at that. Holy shit. This is what we have to come. I mean, that's real. Yes, it's real. Lightning struck the Capitol building. And like a minute later, the Washington Monument last night. So, that is pretty crazy. Now, we are going to do an inverse now. I'm going to play the crazy town music, and we're actually going to do something a little bit not so crazy before we go. Here we go. Okay, guys, here's something not so crazy from Crazy Town. And it is what you will see here is people getting it. It's crazy that anyone would think otherwise, but this was a bumper sticker John Cooper saw on the Long Island Expressway the other day. And it said as follows: tariffs are taxes that Americans pay. Guys, I am going to get that bumper sticker and put it on my car because, as you know, this year I am finally finishing up the book I've been writing about tax policy. And I promise you, it's much more delicious and not as dry as it sounds. I don't know the publication date yet, but I will tell you, I know for a fact that tariffs are taxes that Americans pay. And it's crazy. It's crazy to think otherwise. Okay, so the show is short, but it is New Year's Day. Enjoy the first day of the year. We'll be back. What day is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. Now, even though Thursday is not a Friday, I'll be taking this Friday off. So tomorrow, I will have my whiteboard with me to remind us of all the promises Donald Trump made and how he is doing on them. And then remember, this Friday, I will have the day off, but that is the day when the new Congress is sworn in. I'm taking that because it's a traveling day, and I will then see you back again on Monday. But again, see you tomorrow morning for our usual show, for the whiteboard, and for a hell of a lot of Crazy Town.